Hi-Fi Rush is sick as frick. Sorry, I can't swear just yet. YouTube guidelines and all that.
Started out at the back of the show. I've had enough of being part of the crowd. So much for making a plan. Just gonna dive in and do it loud.
Within seconds of starting it up, you're given such a distinct idea of everything this game is going for in terms of mood and atmosphere. Colourful kick-ass rock in a cyberpunk setting, all delivered with a heavily stylized aesthetic full of attitude and passion. It's such a vibe. The visuals, the music, the energy, it all paints you a clear picture of Hi-Fi Rush as the game proudly embraces all that it is. It's this kind of nailing a consistent sense of fun throughout its concept, tone, and story that makes DMC5 one of my favorite games, full stop, and Hi-Fi Rush achieves a similar level of consistency in my opinion. But what is Hi-Fi Rush? Well, it's Devil May Cry, but if it was Rock Band. That's a bad and reductive description, but it's all I can think of. It's a good-ass action game where your attacks will do more damage if they're on beat with the music, and it's entirely tailored around this simple but unique and effective idea. Everything around you bounces and reacts to convey the rhythm. The chai literally snaps along to the beat of the music, like, you didn't have to do that. They seriously went above and beyond with this game, and it came out of nowhere. Like, it had zero advertising. They just dropped it and pieced out. The cutscenes are mad stylish and lean heavily into the wacky, cartoony elements of the game. And while the humor and dialogue can be a bit soft for something going all out on such a rebellious theme, there are plenty of times where it lands, and the animation is chiefly responsible for that.
Come in. I hope no one noticed.
It's just really good. The main cast all have sharp designs full of personality and are pretty enjoyable. Peppermint's the brains with a short fuse, also she has a robot cat, Macaron's the gentle giant, Cinnamon is the funny robot, and Corsica is the reason a lot of people bought this game. Not me though. And Chai is just... well, Chai is me, apparently. I don't know how, but they just packed everything I am into a character. Also, the main villain, Kale, is basically just Handsome Jack, and I'm honestly fine with that. Circling back to the combat, while you can just do your own thing and swing away, you're encouraged to fight to the beat and will be at a disadvantage if you don't do so. This was especially interesting for me because while I consider myself pretty decent at high-octane action games like Devil May Cry, Metal Gear Rising, and so on, this game taught me that I have approximately zero rhythm. I can't stay on beat for the life of me, but that also presented a challenge I'd never really tackled before in such a fresh and interesting way that it made playing and vaguely improving that much more exciting. I always felt like music had a very symbiotic relationship with games like these especially, so literally making it part of the gameplay is such a killer idea that works out really well. Even stuff like platforming and on-rails sections sync up with the music. It's basically a love letter to rock as a whole and the entire culture surrounding it, one that permeates throughout the experience from start to finish. This game makes me feel like I'm back in my high school days playing Tony Hawk's American Wasteland to the sound of Green Day and single-handedly ensuring my local Domino's was thriving. I know that's oddly specific, but what I'm saying is I was cool and you should have hung out with me. This game is also cool and you should play it. While I wouldn't put all of them up against those of similar games, the bosses are fun and well designed, and in the later half of the game they start going real hard. I was having a great time. There are all sorts of upgrades and new skills to play with, along with various difficulty modes, rankings, and unlockables. There's a fair bit to sink your teeth into, and it definitely allows for replayability, but the real draw of Hi-Fi Rush is its sheer spirit. Although it has a simple plot, it manages to pull at the heartstrings for just a few rare moments that just feel genuine. And genuine is maybe the best word I can use to describe this game. From the raw character put into countless details to the hilarious and actually kind of emotional credits song titled Making Things is Hard, which is literally just a song about the time and effort the devs put into the game and how they hope people enjoy it. It's a game that doesn't take itself too seriously and is constantly aware of what it is. A tightly designed journey through a rockin' world full of life and charisma built to deliver one thing: fun. And it does so without hesitation or reservation. It goes all out and doesn't look back, never afraid to be itself in the pursuit of that goal. And at the end of the day, isn't that what rock is all about? Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, be sure to subscribe, drop a like, and let me know your thoughts in the comments. You can join my Discord for updates and to hang out with the lovely members of the Thieves Guild. I can also be followed on Twitter, and if you'd like to support the channel, you can do so on Patreon, or simply donate directly via PayPal. Links can be found in the description below. Have a great day. I'll catch you next time.